In a defining moment for space exploration, NASA's Artemis 2 mission has successfully returned to the Earth after completing a historic 10-day journey around the Moon. And the spacecraft splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California, marking humanity's first crewed mission to the Moon's vicinity in more than 5 decades, since Apollo 17 in 1972. Well, the mission is being hailed as a major milestone in human spaceflight, strengthening NASA's long-term goal of returning astronauts to the Moon and building a sustained human presence that is beyond Earth. Well, let us shed light on the mission launch and the crew members, as it is a team which will be known for history. Notably, the Artemis 2 mission began on April 1 with a powerful launch from Florida aboard NASA's Orion spacecraft, named Integrity. The mission carried 4 astronauts from NASA and the Canadian Space Agency, and each playing a key role in this deep space test flight. The crew included Mission Commander Ray Weissman, pilot Victor Glover, mission specialist Christina Koch, and Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen. And together they embarked on a 10-day mission that is designed to test Orion's system in real lunar conditions and prepare for future human landings on the Moon. Well, there is definitely the journey that is beyond Earth, and let us shed light on this record-breaking mission. Well, during the mission, Orion traveled more than 6,90,000 miles in total and reached a record-breaking distance of about 2,52,756 miles from Earth, farther than any humans have ever traveled before. And as the spacecraft looped around the Moon, the crew witnessed stunning views of both Earth and the lunar surfaces, capturing thousands of high-resolution images for scientific study. They also experienced rare space events, including a solar eclipse seen from deep space. Well, throughout the mission, astronauts tested critical systems such as navigation, life support, communication, and radiation protection. And NASA confirmed that Orion performed extremely well, calling the mission a strong validation of its readiness for future deep space exploration. And let us mention about the historic milestones, that is, firsts in space. Artemis 2 has officially made history. It is the first crewed mission to lunar distance since Apollo 17, earning more than 50 years of absence from deep space human travel. And the mission also achieved several human milestones, as Christina Koch became the first woman to travel to the Moon's vicinity. Victor Glover became the first person of color to do so, and Jeremy Hansen became the first non-American astronaut to go beyond low Earth orbit under the Artemis program. And along with Ray Weissman, the crew now joins an elite group of astronauts who have traveled to lunar space and safely returned to the Earth. Now, let us shed light on the re-entry and splashdown, that is, safe return home. Well, after completing its lunar flyby, Orion began its return to Earth, re-entering the atmosphere at the staggering speed of Mach 33, and the spacecraft endured extreme heat and pressure during its controlled descent, and a series of parachutes deployed to slow the capsule before landing. And at 8:07 p.m. Eastern Time, Orion splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California. NASA confirmed that all the 4 astronauts were in stable condition, describing them as stable and green. And recovery teams from the NASA and the US Navy quickly reached the capsule, secured it, and brought the crew aboard a recovery vessel near San Diego. Officials described the landing as a textbook entry and a textbook touchdown. Well, now let us understand about the significance and the future missions. NASA has called Artemis 2 a crucial stepping stone in its broader Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the Moon and eventually establish a permanent lunar base. And the data collected from this mission will support future flights, especially Artemis 3, which will focus on landing astronauts on the lunar surfaces. And NASA emphasized that Artemis 2 is not an isolated mission, but the beginning of continuous human exploration beyond Earth orbit. Well, let us understand about the humanity that is moving forward. With the successful return of Artemis 2, humanity has once again stepped into deep space exploration, and the mission has reopened the path to the Moon after more than half a century and proven that humans are ready for longer and more ambitious journey into the solar system. And as NASA looks ahead, Artemis 2 will be remembered as the mission that marked humanity's confident return to the Moon's neighborhood and the beginning of a new era of exploration beyond Earth. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.